Hey, I'm lovely Leaundra and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should because that'd be really cool, then you may have seen my announcement that last year I moved to China during a global pandemic.
Oh my God!
As you may know, China is on lockdown in the rest of the world, as it has been for the past couple of years. Fortunately, I was blessed with a job opportunity, so that is why I'm currently in China. Now, the first part of my journey began in San Francisco, California, where I had to quarantine in a hotel for about 2 days before my flight to China. During those days before my flight, I was required to take a specific COVID test. I'll put it below because I can't remember the name of it. This COVID test required me to have my blood drawn and to have a nose swab. This COVID test was $449.50. After this test, I had to wait to receive a specific barcode that would turn green. The barcodes come in 3 colors. They come in yellow, green, and red. If your barcode is red, you will not be getting on that flight. But if your barcode is green, you're all good. So after a very anxious couple of hours of waiting, I received my green barcode and I was approved to fly to China. The flight from San Francisco to China was about 12+-ish hours with a brief refueling stop in Korea. I had not been traveling during the pandemic and had only flown once because your girl Rona is out here.
Coronavirus!
I don't play. So I was a little nervous to be on a flight for so long when I hadn't been traveling in a long time. However, it was a very smooth flight. Everyone on the flight had their mask on. We were very comfortable. It was a little full, but there were still a couple of empty seats. I had a seat empty in between me and the person who was sitting next to me. So on the flight, they serve you dinner and breakfast. The dinner was pretty good. I'll put a picture right here. Had a lot of good vegetables. It was very light. I enjoyed it a lot. Now the breakfast, I did not take a picture of what I had. I must have been really hungry and tired, so it must have been good. We were on that flight for 12+ hours. You have to get up and move around. Do not sit on that flight for 12 hours straight. Not a good plan. Get up, get the blood circulating. After 12+ hours, we had finally landed in China. The process that came next is a lot. If you had only been traveling around America during the pandemic, this may not be something you're used to. I did a lot of research before I came, but I don't know if I was really prepared. The precautions that were being taken were up here, as they should be during a global pandemic. After you walk off the plane, you go through a couple of lines. You get a nose swab, you get a throat swab, you get your temperature taken along the way. It was a very thorough process. What was interesting to me about the test is that it was a little different from what I was used to. Back home in the States, we don't have the same procedures at our airports. At the Chinese airport I landed in, there's a person who is performing your test. There's a plexiglass with a hole in it, and then there's you. You lean forward to the hole, and then they do your checks through that. After you've done all your temperature checks and tests, you go collect your baggage. Then everyone is split into different groups for which quarantine hotel they will be going to. You do not get to choose which quarantine hotel you'll be staying in. These are government assigned. Though these hotels are government assigned, they are not free. However, the hotel prices are not like usual hotel prices. They are cheaper. So don't worry, you will not be paying a lot to stay at the quarantine hotel. I must add, you will also be paying for your meals during your stay. So that was my journey flying to China and what happened after I arrived at the airport. Here's a short video of how many days I was in quarantine. If you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen it. For those who aren't yet, here it is. 21 days of quarantine. Sometimes it's hard to even imagine that I actually did it. If you want to know how I made it through 21 days in quarantine, what tips, what advice I may have to give, what I ate, or if you just want to know anything about my journey while here in China, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me and watching my video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, it would truly be appreciated. And make sure you look out for my next video. Bye! See you next time.